Think of your brain as this enormous old library. During the night, while you're asleep, it's like a storm sweeps through the place. Books fall over, papers scatter, dust settles in the corners. Your brain is busy sorting memories and clearing out waste, basically doing its nighttime housekeeping. And then morning shows up. Most of us wake up and reach for our phones before we're even fully conscious. Notifications, messages, missed calls, or we head straight for the kitchen, hunting for caffeine. But here's the interesting part. That's like switching on a tiny desk lamp in one corner of that messy library, while the rest of the building is still pitch black. Your body is actually waiting for a very different signal to boot up properly. And no, it's not coffee. It's not scrolling social media either. It's movement. More specifically, it's the simple act of stepping outside and walking. That very first step sends a message through almost every system in your body. All right, the day has started, time to wake up. And believe it or not, just 20 minutes of walking in the morning can change the way your brain functions. Not just for the next hour, but gradually over time. So let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain during those first 20 minutes, and why it's one of the simplest, most powerful habits you can build. You might be thinking, can't I just walk after work? And sure, an evening walk is great. Any movement is better than none. But morning walks have one big advantage: sunlight. Morning light hits special receptors in your eyes and tells your brain to stop pumping out melatonin, the hormone that keeps you groggy. At the same time, it boosts serotonin, which lifts your mood, sharpens your focus, and helps you feel more awake. So that morning walk isn't just light exercise. It's more like hitting your body's reset switch. The moment you step outside and that cool air hits your face, something shifts. You might still feel a little sluggish, totally normal, but inside your cells, your mitochondria start cranking out more energy. Your brain also releases acetylcholine, a chemical that helps you focus. It's like your mind is slowly twisting the camera lens into clarity. That groggy, foggy sleep inertia starts to fade. You suddenly notice small things: the sound of birds, the color of the sky, the rhythm of your footsteps. Now your body is warmed up, your breathing steady, and this is where things start to click. As you walk, the world moves past you: trees, buildings, cars, sidewalks, and this gentle motion calms your amygdala, the part of your brain that handles fear and stress. Your brain reads a steady movement as a sign that everything's okay. Stress starts dialing down. Meanwhile, levels of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, begin to rise. BDNF is basically fertilizer for your neurons. It helps them grow stronger, form better connections, and keep your brain young. That's why ideas seem to appear out of nowhere when you walk. You know that moment when a solution you have been looking for suddenly clicks? That's your brain slipping into divergent thinking, a more creative, flexible mindset. After a week or two, your mornings feel different. Normally, cortisol, your main stress hormone, spikes pretty hard in the morning. That's why the second you open your eyes, you're already thinking about everything you need to do. But consistent morning walks help smooth out that spike. Instead of waking up anxious, people often feel calmer, more grounded, more like, okay, I've got this. Around this time, the hippocampus, the part of your brain that manages memory, starts benefiting too. Regular light aerobic activity can actually help it grow. In everyday life, you remember things more easily. Names stick better. You're not losing your keys every other day. It's almost like your brain quietly updates itself in the background. After a couple of months, your brain actually rewires itself. When morning walks become a habit, your brain starts reshaping its connections. That's neuroplasticity in action. One area that strengthens a lot is the prefrontal cortex, the part that handles planning, emotional control, and long-term decisions. And you might notice something subtle. Traffic annoys you less. Small problems don't spiral. You bounce back from stress faster. Your brain switches from reactive mode to problem-solving mode more easily. And here's a bonus benefit people forget about: sleep. Getting movement and sunlight early in the day trains your circadian rhythm. So at night, your brain knows exactly when to release melatonin again. That leads to deeper sleep. And during deeper sleep, your brain activates a cleaning system that clears out toxic waste. That nightly cleanup is one of your brain's best defenses against long-term cognitive decline. Now let me ask you honestly, are you someone who checks their phone the second they wake up, or hits snooze over and over until the last minute? Have you ever noticed during a walk that moment where the world feels a little lighter, like your thoughts finally loosen up? If you have felt that even once, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, just a few mistakes to avoid. First, thinking a walk only counts if it's fast and intense. That's not the goal here. If you're out of breath, you're losing some of the calming effects. Second, being glued to your phone the entire time. Try spending at least half your walk with no audio, no messages, no distractions. That quiet space is where ideas and clarity show up. And third, perfectionism. Missed your full walk? Raining? Running late? Do 5 minutes. Your body rewards consistency, not punishment. Treat yourself the way you would treat a good friend. Encouraging, not strict. Remember that library from the beginning? After a 20-minute walk, it's like you've turned on the lights, dusted the shelves, organized the books, and opened the windows. A morning walk is doing way more than getting your steps in. It's showing up for your life, quietly, consistently. Every step is a small yes to your future self, a signal that your brain matters, your body matters, your well-being matters. This body is the only home you have for your entire life. Movement strengthens it. Sunlight resets it. Oxygen wakes it up. And every time you step outside in those early minutes of the day, you're choosing a calmer, sharper, happier version of yourself. So tomorrow morning, when the sun starts creeping over the buildings or mountains, tie your shoes, step outside, and go meet the tiny miracle waiting for you in those first 20 minutes.